Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be doing a Fortnite gameplay while discussing how I integrated technologies, software, hardware, and online into this project. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment for more videos. Starting off with the blogging aspect of this project, we were required to upload all of our created content to a website called EduBlogs, where we would design and manage our own personal blogs. At first, this was a bit challenging for me because EduBlogs was a completely new platform that I had no prior experience using. I didn't fully understand all of the tools and features right away, and it took some time to get comfortable navigating the website. However, as I continued using it and experimenting with different features, I eventually became more confident. Another issue I faced was accessing my personal website while at school. For some reason, it wouldn't always work on the school computers, so I often had to wait until I got home to complete the majority of my assignments, which sometimes slowed down my progress. To upload videos to EduBlogs, we first had to upload them to YouTube and then embed them into our blogs. I ran into a couple of issues with YouTube because my videos would not show up when I tried to view them in class. This was mainly because they were blocked on the school network. At first, I thought this was a serious problem and that something had gone wrong with my uploads. However, I later realized that the videos worked perfectly fine outside of the school network, so it wasn't actually an issue with YouTube itself. Another challenge we faced with YouTube was when we uploaded our trailers. Our videos received copyright strikes due to our use of Charli XCX's song, Girl So Confusing. Thankfully, YouTube did not remove or mute our videos, which allowed us to continue using them. To try and properly use the song, we took steps to contact the song's publishers, Sony Music Publishing, and BMG Rights Management in order to request permission to use it in our project. For communication, my group primarily used an iMessage group chat. Luckily, everyone in my group had iPhones, so we didn't run into any issues with compatibility. The group chat was very helpful for asking questions, sharing updates, sending images, and planning times to meet and film. However, one of the main challenges we faced was response time. Since everyone in the group had busy schedules and responsibilities outside of school, it sometimes took a while for people to respond to messages. This occasionally led to confusion or delays in completing certain tasks. Despite this, having a direct line of communication made it easier to solve problems quickly once everyone responded. In addition to iMessage, we also use Google Docs, Google Drive, and email to share documents and collaborate more efficiently. We also ran into several issues while filming. Since I was the primary director, I had most of the footage saved on my phone. However, my phone did not always have enough storage space, and sometimes it would run low on battery during filming. Because of this, we had to use other group members' phones to record certain scenes. This created another challenge because phones are a visible part of our film, and we did not have identical devices to maintain consistency. As a result, we had to adjust certain scenes and be creative with what we had available. Sharing clips between devices was also somewhat difficult. There were times when we had duplicate clips, missing footage, or delays because someone had not sent their clips yet. Once we finally gathered all the footage, I transferred and stored everything on my iPad so I could have enough space to edit efficiently. Our experience using prompt-based AI for creating logos was also somewhat challenging but interesting. Our media studies teacher introduced us to a website called HaluAI.video, which can turn text prompts into videos. We started by sketching out our ideas for the logos and then describing them in detail within the program. However, the results were not always exactly what we envisioned. Because of this, we had to continuously adjust and refine our prompts, especially when it came to details like the background, the text style, and the pig imagery we wanted to include. Each version we generated required us to think critically and creatively about how to improve the next one, which made the process both frustrating and rewarding. All of our filming was done on iPhones, and we also used them for certain parts of the editing process. I completed most of the editing on my iPad because it had a larger screen, which made it easier to see details and allowed my group members to view the edits more clearly. The main software we used for editing was CapCut. Overall, we did not experience many major issues with CapCut, but there was one night when the app was not working for anyone in the group and we had an assignment due. This caused a bit of stress, but we were able to figure it out. We also had to dub over one sing in Ring 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 due to audio issues, which added an extra step to our editing process. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Bye!